I love great conversations. Hi, my name is Angel Jones. Thank you for joining me on 12-Minute Convos, where I help you create a brand of your own unique real self. Listen in as I have conversations with amazing people from all over the world. Good night, Erin Cell. How are you going on this wonderful, beautiful night?
Actually, I'm not going anywhere, but I will be doing a Facebook Live.
Yeah, it's definitely. I think the Caribbean says going. I think Australia as well, right? And then Americans say doing, right? So.
Yes, correct.
I love it. Ooh, this is going to be fun. So tell me, what part of the world are you in right now?
I am in Denver, Colorado.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Well, Erin, which of your talents is responsible for us meeting?
That's a good question. I was actually wondering how you found me.
And he scratches his head. I'm guessing it was on LinkedIn via the keyword podcast.
Okay, that very well could be. I've definitely been on a few podcasts in my time.
What about the social media 7? Is it Social 7 podcast?
Yeah, and actually, I'm not even doing that podcast anymore.
Okay.
I was doing that with a friend of mine, and it just our schedules got too busy and we could never find the time to make it happen. So we haven't done that in some time now.
Interesting. Well, tell me, what do you do?
Well, social media. So social media for businesses. I help them with their strategy and do training and actual social media management. So posting for clients as well.
Oh, sweet. So it's a great service. Social media is the thing right now, isn't it?
It most definitely is. Yes.
Yeah. So is it that you set up a plan for the organization, or are you just doing, hey, I do posts and I'll do those posts for you, get that up, get your brand in front of people's face?
So it's a combination, but primarily we come up with a strategy and a plan for them, and then depending on what they need, either I can set up the strategy for them and then let them take it and run with it, or actually doing the creating of the content and the images and then posting it for them.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely two challenges right there, right? It's the posting is one, and then believe me, the creating is another. But when put together, they work so well.
Yes. Yeah. Well, and a lot of business owners, either they don't have the time or the energy or the motivation to do it themselves. So that's, where I come in.
Oh, sweet. So, who did you learn that skill from? That skill of being support to the supporter?
Well, primarily I learned from my friends Andrea Vall and Phyllis Kerr. They have a course. I started doing this for a nonprofit that I volunteer for the Pancreatic Cancer Action Network.
Wow.
And I was doing their social media and had been in corporate America and basically decided that I was sick of corporate America. And I had been doing the social media for the volunteer basis for about a year. And a friend of mine had said, "Hey, have you thought about doing this for business owners?" And I have an undergrad in marketing and an MBA in marketing. And I thought, yeah, why not? I could do that. So I ended up finding Andrea and Phyllis's course, Social Media Manager School, and taking that to basically learn how to, do social media better for businesses and put it out there that I was doing this and found clients. And it's been about 3.5 years now.
Wow, look at you. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So it's really amazing how by supporting, you were supported. It's really fascinating how you came into this career, understanding that there are challenges that go with it. Why will you continue to support others?
Well, really my main thing is I like helping people. I really, my favorite part about it is when the light bulb clicks on for other business owners when we're going, doing training and I'm showing them the different, I guess, functionalities and um, what's really out there that you can do online to get your message across.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the light bulb just hit, right? And then it's like you did that, right?
Yep.
Tell me one other thing you've done consistently over the last 3 years, please.
Well, I would say probably the thing I've done the most is just always be learning. In fact, I've actually been going through Marie Forleo's B School, which is business school, and I was going through some of that stuff today. I think that's probably the best thing that you can do is to always be learning and improving your skills. The great thing about, I guess it's kind of two-sided, but the good and the bad of social media is that it changes all the time. And so you have to be constantly keeping up with it. Otherwise, you're going to get left behind.
Yeah. How does it make you feel? The learning part, the continuous
I
learning.
love it. I love it. Like I said, I got my undergrad and my master's. I'm a big fan of always be learning and improving. So it's fun for me to learn new stuff.
Yeah, you could
Yeah.
definitely hear it. So suggest to someone out there, someone that maybe, just strapped, thinking, okay, learning, I've had enough. Why should they do what you've done?
Um, I guess my big thing would be, I mean, if you're not always learning something new, then in my opinion, you're dying. Like, what's the point?
You heard it, yeah, amazing audience. We have Erin Cell here with us. Do check her out. What's the best place for us to go connect with what you're doing via social media promoting?
Well, my main platforms that I'm on are Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and I'm pretty much everywhere on all the social platforms at Socially Powered.
Sweet. At
Yeah.
Socially Powered. Well, Erin, let's switch gears for a moment and let me invite you now into my time machine that is surrounding a beautiful, warm, blue Caribbean water.
Ooh, I love
Erin,
it.
what is your earliest childhood memory?
Earliest childhood memory? That's a great question. I guess I would say like hanging out with my grandparents. At the park there was a duck pond near their house, and we would go there all the time and feed the ducks.
Sweet. How old do you think you were?
Oh gosh, probably like 2 or 3.
Wow. So why do you think this memory is so clear?
I probably because we did it all the time. Like we went pretty much like every week, it seemed like.
Wow. Well, can I offer an interpretation to the thought picture you created in my mind?
Sure.
Just like social media, you need to be consistent. And the way you built relationships with your grandparents was being consistent. Yes, you were feeding the ducks, but get this, it was consistent enough for you to remember that.
Yep.
Even at the age of 3.
Yeah. Consistency is key, especially on social media.
It is. Erin, if we fast forward to when you were 12, what was your favorite song?
Oh, 12. What year would that have been? Thinking.
Sure.
I'm going to go with, it was probably a Richard Marx song because that was one of the very first concerts I went to.
Right.
So I'm going to say it was probably Should Have Known Better by Richard Marx. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's amazing how you could always connect things, right? Like in social media, sometimes I've tried my own campaigns and yeah, I should have known better.
Right?
Well, Erin,
I didn't even think about that, but yeah, a lot of people should have known better sometimes
Exactly.
on social media.
Exactly. Well, Erin,
Yeah.
we have arrived at our destination, but before we get off of this time machine, there's a small declaration form, so it's yes or no, possibly a bit more. Erin, have you chosen someone to pass on your skills to?
Have I chosen someone to pass on my skills to? I feel like I choose a lot of people because I try to share my knowledge across social media with other business owners, through either via social media or through in-person training.
Are you married?
I am not, no.
Do you have children?
No. I have one four-legged furry puppy.
Oh, there we go. He counts. Is it a he or a she?
A he.
He counts.
He counts, yes.
Do you believe in God?
I believe there's a higher power.
Do you have an inner circle of friends?
Oh, yes.
Do you watch TV for more than 3 hours a day?
Definitely not.
How about 3 hours a week?
Maybe.
What about screen time, the phone and or the computer? Is it more than 8? Or I usually do not get to the end of that question.
Yeah, it's definitely more than 8.
Erin, after having 1,001 conversations in 2016, I came up with a workbook, and the name of it is yours, and it stands for your own unique real self. Connected to that is your own unique real statement. If you had to share with us your own unique real statement, your mission, what would you say that is?
I would say it would be something along the lines of be bold and take chances.
I love it. Erin Cell, this was a great pleasure. Before you leave, is there anything else you'd like to share with our amazing audience?
The only thing I would say is, I love connecting with people, so connect with me online and, tell me that you found me from this podcast.
Love it. Erin Cell, thank you for being on 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for being on 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones. Stay tuned for more from our advertisers.
Diabetes is a mountain pandemic. It's a disease that's not acute but chronic. Similar to this rhyming method, I have simplified the definition, the signs and symptoms, and the complications of diabetes for both adults and children in my books, Poems for Patients, A Focus on Diabetes, and The ABCs of Diabetes for Children. These books are available on Amazon.com, and for more information, you can visit my website, poemsbyaj.com. That's poemsbyaj.com.